Yo, what up, YouTube? CC back today in round 3 of our Madden Bowl run. We are playing against the pro player Tweez. And if you guys don't know who Tweez is, he was running a lot of tight flex early on. I don't know if it was before everyone, but that's what I found out. And, I may have been given a slight scouting report on him before the game. But why wouldn't someone give me the information, right? But after I heard that, I didn't know the name personally at that point. But once I heard who he was and all that, I said, okay, no, I know who that is. I know this is going to be a tough game, so we're just going to have to we're going to have to play solid. There's no question about it. So you see here in our first drive, he gets us to 4th and 3. Thankfully, it's 4th and short, right? And we're able to throw a little dot. We throw a little dot right there to keep the chains moving, right? So back up 1st and 10, and his run D was actually really, really good. I believe he was running slant zone 2 a lot of the time, and then he would mix in 4-4. So he was able to shoot gaps really well. Much credit to him, but I wasn't really able to break a bunch of runs. As we score a rushing touchdown there, but I believe like throughout the game, my yards per carry clip was not very high. You see here, he is starting out in tight flex, and he was one of the first people I really faced who was running tight flex a bunch. I'd played a couple guys during qualifying, and so I knew the defense I had for it, and that was Crash Blitz, right? I'd been running Crash Blitz for a while, and I knew that it's exactly what I need to run against these type formations. And I always ran it just a little bit differently with my own little touch than a lot of other people did. Very, very minute differences, but it screams well. So at first here, he was actually doing an amazing job picking up all the heat, getting rid of the ball on time, and that makes it tough because he can beat you short, he can beat you deep, especially with that PA post shot route. So you just really have to be careful. And look, there it is, bam, what a dot by him. Awesome dot. And as he gets in the red zone here, he starts to try to run the ball just a little bit more, right? He's switching up into a trips tight end, going for high points in the end zone. That's the thing everyone loves to do. So that's exactly what I'm expecting, right? He's not really going to be thrown to the tight end there, but he goes and runs with the quarterback and fumbles and picks it up. All right, so okay, whatever. Then he comes out in QB sneak, and I didn't set up QB sneak defense for it. And then he hurries up again very smartly, and I didn't take a timeout here. It would have been very smart to take a timeout and get into an actual defense to be able to stop that, because essentially we just let him score, which is not good. But coming out second drive, just over 3 minutes left in the half, so we've had one possession each. The game has gone pretty slow, really, and that's good. This is how I play. So it gets us to another 4th down. Nice 4th and 1. Nice little stick right there. Easy pass. Just keep the chains moving. All I'm thinking right now is I need to score before half. I need to give him as little time before half because he does get the ball. So I got to be patient. I just got to play my game and do what I do. So again, we get stopped on 3rd down, like son of a bitch. We're struggling on 3rd down, but we are playing amazing on 4th down. That's our 3rd 4th down conversion of the half. So the ball's moving just over a minute now. So we're essentially in field goal range with the field goal kicker we had, who I believe was Justin Tucker. So it's okay, we just got to get there. We just got to get there, right? Pick up a 1st down, then we know we're going to be able to drain the clock through half, take the lead, hopefully, as long as we don't miss the field goal, and then be fine. So that's all I'm doing here. I'm not really trying to push the situation, trying to get 7, just because, like I said, all I want is a lead at half. And that's exactly what we do here. We take the 3-point lead right before half. So we're in a pretty good spot. And it was at this point at half, for some reason, I don't recall if I started doing something differently or he started doing something differently, but our Crash Blitz just started to scream at this man every single rip. And he's getting rid of the ball sometimes, and he's making the right reads. And then right there, we blow up the draw so well. I had scouted for it completely. I knew exactly what to look for, and I knew how to stop the draw out of tight flex. So I was just waiting for it, and it finally happened. So here we go. You see him on 3rd and 22, just dots us up. Of course, what a throw. My user was not there, And if my user's not there on those routes, he's going to complete it. So great pass by him, bad play by me. And he's going to it again, and just sort of throws one up, bit of a blind read, desperation throw. And right here, since he's been struggling to stop the blitz, he tries to motion snap. You get like a motion snap block, and the receiver just runs into the ball. And because of that, we gets to a long third down, and on fourth down, he slides the wrong way with his protection and gets absolutely hummed at, like ridiculously fast. Amazing. Like, at this point, I know we got the stop we need. We've got the lead. We're in field goal range. If I could put up 7 here, this game's almost over, right? And so is a couple things that I'd like notice is when I was getting down here, he was always getting into 4-4, and he was getting real aggressive with the run D. And there were definitely times where he was moving onto the corner or onto the safety, and he was trying to do something specific with that. So I started to sort of pick up using identifier, which I hate. I hate that stupid ability. But nonetheless, it's in the game, so I'm using it, right? And I would be able to see exactly where he is, and I would sort of know how he was going to be playing the game, how he's going to be cheating when he's, playing on defense. Cheating is in where he's going, not glitching or anything for anyone. And we throw maybe a dot, maybe a bad read, but we caught it, so it's a good read, right? Isn't that how it goes? And then, so after this, like I said, we've been screaming at him real well, so he actually switches up into bunch, throws up a prayer, gets tipped, gets picked off. So at this point, we're up 2 scores with the ball in the fourth quarter. And with the way I like to play, good luck getting the ball back, really, with a decent amount of time. Like, he needs a fumble. He needs, like, a big stop because I'm not passing the ball at this point. But again, as like I said, you can keep seeing he is coming up to the line on this defense. And I'm waiting for, like, my right moment. And he misses the tackle there, and I thought we were going to break that. But again, right here, I figured he was going to be run committing. You see him down at the line. Then at the last second, he shoots over the corner. I don't see it. And he did run commit, but he ran back there perfectly. Beautiful play by him. I threw it right at him. I can't take anything away from that. That's just is what it is. So, he gets the ball back. So the game is not over just yet. But again, we're screaming at this man. He does a nice little, really good stick work right there to actually get the ball out of bounds and pick up the first down. But, the game's coming to a close. We're getting a little more hit to what's going on. He catches that. That's fine. That is what it is in my eyes. And again, look here. We're getting 2 free screaming at him. And again, here, we're screaming at him. And, like, this was just the theme. We're just screaming at him at the end of this half. Completely. And even when he's not screaming, he is having to run away from the side that he wants to pass. So that just puts all the control on our side. 4-16 here, last play of the game, and screamed at again. And it wasn't actually the last play. I'm just showing this last exact play because after this we pick up the first down. Our man quits out. Pick up a big win going 17-7 win. We're 1 win away from groups now.